I saw this marketplace ad. I offered the guy $40. He said, give me 30 and come pick it up. So once I picked it up, I took the bladders out, filled them with air, left them overnight. In the morning, one of them was flat. So I took a little time to fix it. I found a little pinhole and I patched it. Left them overnight, and this time they held air. And just for reference, this is what these things cost. Not bad for $30. My project I'm thinking of is using a couple of these used kayaks and replacing the pontoons so that I can go anywhere. So then I spent a couple hours washing and cleaning inside and out. Being that it was my birthday, I kept getting interrupted by birthday wishes. But I got them cleaned. Here's a couple tips on what I learned while working with these. This is how I check my bladder for holes. Of course, trying soapy water didn't work for me. But for some reason, this one didn't have any holes in it. And when I aired this one up and the one I patched, this one deflated, and the one I patched for 2 days has been inflated with no problem. So, of course, they're going to have, when they're used, they're going to have little moldy spots inside. But this one's been inflated for about an hour and nothing went down. So, I'm thinking I left the valve open or something. But after inflating it, I checked the valves again. So I don't know what the heck is going on. But that's how I check for holes. Either that or you can wet your arm and then run your arm across it when you feel a little bit of cold air hitting you. That's the hole. If you don't want to be fighting with your bladders, lining them up, instead of leaving them with the seam top and bottom, pull the sides out and put the seam in the middle so that when you're putting it together, it'll fit. Plus, one side is longer than the other side, so you got to figure out which is the front and which is the back and get it set up that way. So the measurement from here to the tip is 24 on one side or something like that and 27 on the other side. So you can see that that side over there is longer than this side. But this is the easiest way to get it in there and get it lined up where it doesn't have any kinks or bubbles. Tip number 2, grab the tip of this thing, put your arm in here and shove it up as far as you can, and then with your other hand grab the bladder from the tip up there and bounce it a couple times, and once you get that side inside, do the same at the other end. That's the easiest way I've found getting the bladder inside. Tip number 3. I don't know what's going on, but one of the bladders looks like it has a membrane on the inside that keeps it from filling. So I don't even care if it's in this hole or not. I'm going to fit it to the one that actually lets air out and takes air in. I'm not even going to try and line that one up. I'm just going to keep this one lined up. Make sure you zip it up before you get it too full. And also make sure this flap is forward so you don't pinch your bladder. Somebody had this one flipped on the wrong way. Here we got my Colorado Trout Unlimited pontoon. It's ugly as hell, but it's a lot cleaner than it was before. Trout Unlimited. Yeah, I don't have it inflated all the way, so we're a little bouncy right now. I'm gonna have to get me some more of these lynch pins. I think I'm missing about 3 or 4 of them. I got these weird little valves. This has a little rubber hose that goes to it. I don't know, it's around here somewhere. Oh, I threw it up in that other kayak. But yeah, I mean, I bought this thing because I wanted the frame, because I want to buy a couple of used kayaks and mount them on each side. That way I can go wherever I want. Don't got to worry about punctures. Don't worry about air bladders that are losing air. So that one's had the same air in it. That one actually had a hole in it. I patched it. And now this one that didn't have a hole in it keeps losing air. And today I filled it up, and what I do is I take a napkin and I run it along the whole side of the kayak to see if I see any air blowing on it. And I saw nothing. But it only lets the air out after I put it inside that stupid protective sleeve. Anyway, so this is my Trout Unlimited pontoon. I've always wanted one of these things. These things cost between $600 and $800. This one cost me $30. And I actually offered the guy $40. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and send me $1.